This episode of Gripping Golf is brought to you by Sycamore Ridge and Senior View.
We're about to shoot a shot.
All right, welcome to part 2 of our dislikes and likes of golf courses.
Just golf courses.
Just golf courses. It doesn't have to be likes or dislikes. It's just golf courses.
Yeah.
We had so much to say, and John and Pete just went into
we can kind of
weirdo land.
Hey, don't cast and disperse all
That's
this
fine.
blame.
I'll
you
take
two
it.
went on a 10-minute
I had
bender
nothing
on
to do
Loch
with it.
Lloyd.
I locked it up. I was
We
focused.
had pros and cons.
Man, you guys are a tough crowd.
Is this podcast brought by anybody?
It is brought by Nelson Hill Co. because of their buttery soft leather that is right here
It's
in my
legit.
back pocket. So smooth. Touch it.
Ooh, that's
feel
nice.
it.
Ooh, that's nice.
Still can't hear it when you put it on a microphone. If you
guys
want
are-
one for yourself, you go to their website, which is nelsonhill.co, and you put in the promo code Gripping Golf. All one word, all caps lock. I am looking right at the camera right now, and this is great. It's also brought to you by Sycamore Ridge, who this is where we're at. We're at Sycamore Ridge. It's amazing.
We're home.
I love it here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to live here.
Do you?
I want to golf here.
They frown on
I
that.
don't think
I've
there's
tried.
any
I can't live here. I bet you. I bet you I
on the
could live
floor.
here for 3 or 4 days and they wouldn't even know.
They probably would not.
I know. Yeah.
Maybe.
Just be out on the golf course.
Old man Mitch would know. If
He
was
would
working,
know,
If he's
but-
opening, that Billy's here again.
Yeah.
He's here. He's sleeping in the
dirty
bunkers.
hippies out in the
Yeah.
parking lot.
Yeah. Who else? Oh, Sycamore Ridge has the Spring Hill National or Spring Hill Invitational, which
Yeah.
why
Spring Hill
we keep
Invitation.
bringing it up on these episodes because it's going to be in the past.
Yeah,
It will. It will.
It will
But,
have happened.
But it will
So
happen
time
again.
travel.
It will happen again next year.
It will happen.
It will happen again
Next
next year, and
Yeah.
it's called the Spring Hill Invitational Tournament.
Which is
It has an acronym, as you can imagine, and it is a
SH.
great competition if you love golf.
Yeah. And we're
not even if you don't love golf. It's
Looking
still a
to
great
grow.
If you don't
competition.
care for it, come
Yeah.
out anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
great
love
for
it.
kids.
We're gonna work on the Spring Hill Regional Invitational match play as well.
I know. I'm excited. I told certain people about that.
Yeah.
And I was ready to go. I think we need to do our own little Ryder Cup format aspects of things of where you've got to qualify. You've got to play on the weekends.
Yeah.
That's a
And
lot
if
of
you
pressure.
It is a lot of pressure.
Can
a
it
lot
be
of people
brought
would
to
fold.
you?
A lot
Can
of
it be
people would
brought
cry.
to you by Gripping Golf?
It could be brought to you by
I like
Gripping
that
Golf.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what would the teams be? Like, how would we make the teams?
Blind draw.
Blind draw. Absolutely.
Well, but you'd have to
Yes,
be. But you'd have to be
100%.
playing. Like if we're playing each weekend and you're qualifying to even be on those teams,
Blind
who are the
draw.
2 teams?
Well, you make it easy. Like do 10
Okay.
weeks. 10
Yeah.
weeks of qualifying.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Right?
I like it.
Over the whole
It's decided.
Yep.
season, and that way we get. I mean, how many people are in the group? 20?
Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
23.
I mean, 20.
Soon
That
to be
actually would be
24.
kind of fun to keep it like running on the website.
After that, it'll be 25.
I did get a request for live scoring on our.
That would be.
I think
on
we
our-
got to do it.
that
No.
would be awesome.
No.
Yeah. No.
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 I'm
And,
not
and
doing
then-
it.
Can we put
What
our
I
moods
said
like
was-
We
rainy
need to talk
clouds
to.
and-
We need to talk to the amateur player tour because they have that. They're using some sort of app to do it, and just one person in the group could do it, and then it's across everything.
We don't want you to track 23 scores, Miller.
Yeah.
No, we do.
No.
Yeah,
No, I
those
think-
things
I mean,
always
that would
fall
be-
on me, so that's why
It
I
does.
say so.
Actually, Dave,
Well, you're so
you're not
organized.
playing anymore. You're gonna have to just walk between the
you
groups,
gotta-
and update it.
You
Yeah.
could probably do some like.
How about
Yeah.
you guys figure it out
broadcasting
over the
between
next
us.
3 weeks while I'm not golfing?
Oh gosh,
Oh, that's a big ass.
you're not golfing for the next 3 weeks.
Softball.
softball?
Dang it!
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean that's
It's a
good.
sad,
I know, I'm-
sad day.
It is.
I'm out for Saturdays
Yeah.
till probably November.
Are we doing any sort of? We don't need to do any sort of golfing recap
No,
because
no.
this is
Yeah.
part 2.
Here's
Part
the
two.
only recap.
Part 2.
The only recap.
Part
We're talking
two?
about golf courses, and for part 2, my
Let's
pledge to the viewers and listeners is to try
Keep
to
us
keep
on-
the ring.
Keep us on task.
Oh, you can't do it.
We've tried to thaw the turkey. It's no longer frozen.
John has
going
gone
into
to the bathroom
grease.
5 times.
Yes.
since-
4 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pete has
Yes.
gone 3.
I've gone once.
You've smoked as many cigarettes as you've gone to the bathroom.
More cigarettes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
More cigarettes in the
Probably.
bathroom.
We don't endorse that.
Can I kick it off? Because you
Yeah,
you
do it.
mentioned something on the last
Yeah.
episode
Kick it off.
that you gravitate towards bent,
Yeah.
right? I, as
Bent. Oh,
Bent grass
bent
greens.
Bent grass
yeah, bent grass
fairway.
fairways.
Got it.
bent grass fairways, which
Got it.
Sycamore does have,
Beautiful
and,
bent
and
grass.
I do love it. But I also love a good Zoysia.
Yeah, good Zoysia.
Tight Zoysia.
Good Zoysia.
Tight, not
Toit.
that
Yeah.
Tight like a
fuzzy-
toiga.
Yeah.
where you're like half rough, half
Ball sitting on the
fairway.
blades of grass, just perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rough, tight ball.
I'm
That's
very-
what I just
I'm
heard.
very indifferent towards Zoysia.
Yeah. I like it. It's
I like Zoysia.
I'm a half club farther off Zoysia.
I'm not sure why so
Oh,
many
for sure.
courses put
Yeah.
them around the greens, though.
Yeah.
Like, that was a trend in the late 90s.
This course had it.
Oh
around the
yeah,
greens.
you can
yeah.
hit zippy spinners.
They want you to
Zippy-
hit Flopodopoulos from
Juicy
greenside.
zippy
No,
spinners.
not a
around
fan of Zoysia around the green.
Really?
Get it out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it keeps
I agree.
the other junk from
I want to
creeping
see it
in.
run up. I want to see bent grass fairways, or I could go Zoysia fairways with bent grass approaches.
Yeah.
30 yards
Bent
out.
grass. Yeah. Yep.
Move it to bent.
That sounds like a
Yepers.
nightmare for
Yeah. Super's
Yeah.
like, I
Every
hate
superintendent
every one of
listening is
you.
going,
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah. No, I'm not. But
Yeah.
if you put the proper irrigation in, you
Yeah.
put the proper heads in, you could maintain that. But yeah,
Absolutely.
it's not. It's not that
Yeah.
it wouldn't be easy.
It
But
depends on where you're at. In Kansas City, it's a transitional zone, so it'd work well.
you could charge a lot
Well,
of money.
and that's the downside.
Yeah.
In here in Kansas City with Zoysia is you're
One's great, one's bad.
well, you're
Yeah.
good. You're
Switches.
good.
because you have to have completely different mowers for Zoysia, don't you?
No.
I don't necessarily
No?
think
Yes.
mowers, but definitely
Yes, you do.
chemical treatments, fertilizing
Didn't you go to
plants,
school for
water.
this?
Yes, I
All
did
right.
get my degree in.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
it's
a
just
completely
like with
different
anything.
blade,
Yeah. Well, you want
Yeah.
it, not necessarily a different blade, but it will then
Blade of grass,
It'll
I
be
mean.
intrusive.
Yeah.
You'll end up good because
Zoysia
Zoysia
marshes.
is a spiratus. I believe I'm saying the wrong name, but
Nerd alert.
it's
You're
Bermuda
calling-
is a rhizomatous grass,
Yeah.
so the tubers grow above ground.
Really?
With Zoysia, it grows below ground, and the reason you know how you sod with Zoysia. Zoysia typically comes in sod. It's because all those tubers below the surface keep it together, so that they have a
I
very
thought they came in plugs.
No, that's
Zoysia.
Bermuda.
So you're telling,
Bermuda
me,
comes
Bermuda?
in plugs.
you're telling
Yeah.
me this is potato grass?
Pretty much. Yeah, it's in the same. It's
if
in
you
the
ever
same
get desperate,
area.
you can
Yeah.
eat it and almost live for like.
It's a
6 months.
stoloniferous grass to be.
I
to
mean,
be
you say
accurate.
tuber, and I
Yeah.
think potatoes.
It's a tuber, yeah. The difference between Bermuda and Zoysia is one is above and one is below. That's why Bermuda is so hard to get your club through. Is it
Yeah.
grabs it so much?
yeah. I was in Bermuda today. And
I was
it
about
sucked.
to
Yeah.
say Bermuda's garbage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Bermuda.
I mean,
it's
2 thumbs up for
This-
bent grass.
yeah.
this course is originally seeded with
Bermuda fairways.
And it
fairways
will not
and
go
rough.
away.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
and it's still there. And
it's still there in
I mean,
places.
it's a war you're not going to win.
ever.
Once
It's a
Bermuda's
zombie
in,
grass.
Super
Bermuda's-
intrusive.
Yeah.
I think John's pour gasoline
invasive,
and light it on fire.
invasive.
Yeah, you
That's
can pour
the word I'm
gas on it,
looking
light it
for.
on fire, and it'd still grow like a weed.
Yeah.
All right, so I've already broken my vow.
Anywho, yes, sorry, Miller.
But so I was shocked. My whole
You
point
can't
was
contain this, Miller.
shocked that you
can't.
like bent
Yeah.
over like a really nice Zoysia.
I mean,
Miller's a man that takes divots.
I don't.
Well, sometimes
he's a sweeper.
sometimes wedges.
But when I do take a divot,
It's
it
a-
feels sublime out of
Yes,
bent
it
grass.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
For sure. You see that beaver pelt.
Yeah.
But I guess the
Flying
other
through.
thing is, I prefer golfing in a cooler climate. Zoysia, you're going to find in a
I
more
agree.
humid,
Yeah.
crappy climate.
I
like
love
in
hot,
Kansas.
humid
You're not going to go down to Florida and play.
Right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, I will in the
We
winter
have in the winter.
Seaside.
Yeah, but that,
Seaside
it's
grasses.
ryegrass by then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll
Gross.
overseed.
Yeah, I don't. You know,
Unless they're
thinking
dirt
back,
cheap
we
courses.
played down in Florida in February.
played
and
in
I don't-
February,
I don't
right.
remember what the grass was
It
there,
was
but it
not
was
Bermuda.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, and if
Usually
you go down
the
to
greens were-
Arizona,
They
they're
overseed everything.
overseeding with rye,
Yeah.
All
which is
right.
typically when you're playing.
Yeah.
So
that was gripping grass.
Yes.
yeah, welcome to the show.
Uh-huh.
So let's start. Let's jump back into golf courses, right?
Yeah,
sort
dog.
of. So,
Sort of.
in previous episodes, we've talked about hot dogs.
Hot dog.
It's a recurring theme.
Hot
here
doggo.
with gripping golf,
It is.
gripping dog.
Miller will
Sipping
have a
hot
shirt
dogs.
at some point that talks about hot dogs,
Or at
if he
least a
doesn't
hat.
already have
Hot
one.
dog at the
A
turn.
minimum of
dog.
a hat.
Hot dog at the turn.
So Billy, you've mentioned a couple times, and
Mm-hmm.
in an episode way in the archives, you and I went on a tangent about hot dogs.
Yes.
But your friend ranks golf courses based on the hot dogs. Yes.
Absolutely. So he well, it's not necessarily ranking. It's just you can have a play bad at a golf course and have a good hot dog at the turn,
Yeah.
and you'll go back to that golf course. If you
a
play
bold
good,
statement.
and the hot dog is just mediocre at best, you're probably not going to go back to that golf course. That's how he ranks them. It is a ranking.
Yeah.
He does say
Sure.
he puts them in an area of the quality of basically the food, and the hot dog being the pinnacle of that, because that's typically what everybody gets.
Yeah, they're
So,
quick.
Yeah.
yeah.
So let's talk about John and Pete, your feelings towards the golf course hot dog. How does it make you feel about a golf course?
I will tell you, a bad one does kind of turn you off.
Spoils.
I'd
we used
agree.
to play a lot at Iron Horse, and they had dry buns.
Yeah,
the dry
stale
buns
are
that-
the worst.
The dry buns were
It is.
terrible.
Yeah.
They were.
So what type
I
of
don't-
bun
that
do
was
you want?
8 years
Steamed.
ago.
Steamed.
A hot
Yeah.
steam bun. Like
That's
quick
asking,
trip.
just at least fresh out of the bag.
Yeah, fresh out of the bag.
At
Like,
the bare minimum.
I want to put a caveat out there that I don't know what Iron Horse hot dogs are like now. If you're a
I
Kansas
mean, this
City
has been
person,
a decade.
it's
Since
a
we've been
decade
out
ago,
there,
but they had some pretty dry buns back in the day.
Dry buns.
Yeah,
Not a toasted bun.
no, it just
I love a
stale.
good
No.
toasted
And I
bun.
don't know why.
Yeah.
Like
I like a
sell lot
good
of hot
toasted bun
dogs.
on a hamburger, but not a hot dog.
Not a hot dog.
Yeah.
I would go with the steamed. So are you stopping at Quick Trip and getting a steamed hot dog? Steamed
He's
hot
getting
dog,
a
steamed
cheeseburger
bun,
roller.
cheeseburger.
No, I'm not.
A buffalo chicken roller.
I get those jalapeno dogs they got. Those things are delicious.
Oh yeah, I haven't had that. I'm not a spicy guy. Don't
Honestly,
like the spicy.
I think
You are spicy.
I am spicy.
Caliente.
Personality.
this. If we're gonna set a standard for hot dogs, right? So we
Yeah.
know what's good, what's bad.
all beef.
All beef, but
Yeah.
I think Costco does it right. Like they have a
that's
it's
good.
an extra long wiener, and B, it's all beef and it's
It's all about the size. So it's
Pizza size queen.
So I'd say like that's what you're shooting for. That's your standard.
Yeah,
If you miss that,
100%
better for
meat.
Pete.
100% meat.
yeah.
Big is what you're saying, and that was awkward.
No,
she's
it
shaking
was
her
not.
boobs.
Oh, that was
fine.
very nice.
Thank you.
Okay,
It was
sorry.
very kind.
Okay,
Being nice.
Yeah,
The
sorry.
Best service
I didn't
at
know what was
Sycamore
happening.
Ridge. Best service at Sycamore Ridge.
Yes.
She is.
Um,
Gosh, she's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made it awkward, you
I
jerk.
did make it. I did. But then a steamed bun. I agree.
It's gotta, yeah,
Nice and just collapse in your mouth and just
It
melts.
just can't be dry
Aye.
or stale.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But pretty big. Like, what are we talking diameter?
You
here?
like girth or length on
Yeah.
your hot dog, Pete?
There's nothing more depressing than when you
Sit
go
here
to.
and unfortunately talk about sausages.
Is there
for
nothing
hours.
more
Wait,
depressing
wait.
than when you go to the like a baseball game and it's like dollar and you
crap
get
dog?
that you get like a pinky size
And I won't buy it. My
Yeah.
wife, she's like, "It's dollar dog night." I'm like,
Oh.
"It's dollar crap hot dog night."
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna go
dollar
over-
bun night.
I'm gonna go for the $12 Sheboygan
Yeah.
because that's gonna taste delicious.
Speaking of Sheboygan, there was a Ryder Cup thing that just happened up in Wisconsin.
Was there?
I heard they had a few bratwursts up there.
Yeah.
Sausage, cheese, and beer.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I just don't feel like I've played enough other courses and eaten their hot dogs to figure it out. But we were at Eagle Bend, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
How was the hot dog?
I didn't
We
eat
didn't
it,
eat it.
but I also noticed it's just like one of those
Oh, on the rotisserie.
on the little rollers.
The
I'm like,
roller.
that
Been
thing has
there
been there for 5
3 days.
hours.
Yes.
She's like, we'll just put this in a Ziploc, put it in the fridge. I'll pull it back out tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Ew.
I'm like,
Nothing's
not
good.
gonna eat that one.
Boiled hot dogs? No.
yeah.
That's what
No,
you
thank
get at
you.
ball games.
That is?
Anything.
Yeah, they're
Oh
boiled.
my God, I've been living my life horribly.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's encased.
I'm a victim.
Our hosts today,
Sycamore.
I don't think they boil them, but they get a nice char on them.
Yeah,
They'll
they
throw them on.
grill
the
Oh
grill.
yeah,
And
they're
that's-
probably pre-cooked,
They're
but
pre-cooked and then they char
and then they
them.
char 'em,
Yeah,
which is
it's
great.
super nice.
Warm it up for me a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
And they're a good sized hot dog.
Oh, it's
it's
a-
not like a little Oscar Mayer one.
A solid
No,
hot dog at
it's
Sycamore
a-
Ridge.
It's an inch in diameter.
Yeah.
So what do you put on your hot dogs?
Yeah, that's
well.
where I was hoping you would go.
Are
there.
you? Is
course.
anybody
Yeah.
here a sadist that puts ketchup on it?
Yes.
Hell's yeah.
No, it's a mustard. This
Mustard
is
Why am I a
only.
It's not
sadist
even in
for
the
that?
conversation.
Oh, mustard only.
Mustard only.
There's
Maybe
no-
relish.
What are we all
Maybe.
from Chicago? No.
Yeah.
No, we just know what good food is.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
Mustard tastes
Um,
like crap.
You.
It does.
yeah.
My
I mean,
God.
Miller
Terrible.
maybe, but Billy, can you really talk about food? Look at you.
yeah.
You know,
I don't
your
eat.
neighbor
I don't
will
eat.
never invite you back to his house after that. Last
His neighbor is also not cooking hot dogs.
Yeah.
I bet if he did, they
He
taste
does.
wonderful.
He does love a good brat, though. I've seen him. He comes over and he's like, "Oh my God, you're making brats," and I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Yeah, "I'll have 4." Yeah.
Hey, I make my own brats, and
I know.
they're delicious.
Yeah, we need to make some brats.
yeah.
Put it into the casing, squeeze it in there.
I
And
don't
eat
know
it
what.
with ketchup.
I don't know what movie it was.
I like
where
ketchup
they-
on brats too.
Yeah.
What?
God
Is-
almighty.
I don't know if I.
How do we turn
had I
their
known
mics
this,
off?
Yeah.
Had I known this coming
Do
in,
not touch the board.
I'm not sure I would have gotten involved in guys eat brats with ketchup.
Ketchup.
You guys probably
for
cheer
the
for
win.
ketchup
Anywho.
at the
Yeah.
Royals game.
Of course
Yeah.
we do.
Ugh.
It's the greatest
It's
condiment in the
Only
world.
mustard.
Yeah.
Why? It tastes like other poop.
No, mustard is so versatile. Like you don't know how
No,
much
it's not.
mustard goes in. It goes into salad dressing.
No,
It goes
I
into-
agree with
but
that.
you're
It is in a
saying
lot
that,
of
but
things.
what about ketchup?
So-
Ketchup's in every barbecue sauce that's ever made.
Yeah.
Only
and
barbecue
mustard.
sauce. Like
Yeah.
you can do 1,000 things with mustard.
Sorry, I made
All right.
You
Yeah.
can do more with ketchup.
Yeah.
I This sounds like a whole.
Yeah, this is a whole
Listen,
different.
I sometimes actually put mayonnaise on my hot dog.
That's extremely Caucasian of you.
That's
Yes.
really
Not to
strange.
get overly racial or anything.
You have to,
but that is a very white
you
person
have to
thing
have
to say.
an
Hey, have
English-
you ever had a
Mayonnaise?
Wendy's?
It's not Miracle Whip.
You have
No,
an-
hell no.
Okay.
It's
have
mayonnaise.
Do you have an English lineage?
Maybe.
He
don't-
looks
Yeah,
really.
German.
Because I mean, like they
German.
put their
German
French fries
Irish.
in mayonnaise.
My mother's name is Callahan. Wow, maiden name is Callahan.
He
Irish.
knows you, Mom. Don't
Irish,
worry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Does
I
she
do.
own
No.
a
Have you
great
ever
company in
had a
Ohio?
Wendy's Baconator?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's mayonnaise and ketchup
Yeah.
together. It's phenomenal.
I usually get just
No.
mine with mustard. By the way, you can
What?
order them like that.
I just get mine with ketchup.
You know how much they hate you at Wendy's? They're like, oh, here comes the mustard man again.
I'm like, that's cool. I'll
Yeah,
I'll
it's-
take mustard
and
instead.
it's mustard. That's why you bought that Cadillac. It's a mustard color.
Exactly.
Don't hate on Buttercup.
No, it's actually a banquet beer. Banquet. It's the color
is.
of
It really
banquet
is.
beer.
It really
Yes.
Well, Pete looked at his high life like it was a banquet beer.
Is this a banquet beer? No, it's not.
No,
it's Miller.
ketchup?
All
It's
right.
Dave Miller.
Ketchup for the win.
Miller, where are we going?
So back to
Yeah,
hot
it's
dogs.
it's 2-2. So therefore, because we retained the cup before, just like in the Ryder Cup, it
Yeah.
goes to us. We
Yeah.
won.
I was,
Exactly.
wasn't aware of that rule.
Yeah.
I
Mustard was
well,
never.
through my contract.
Mustard was
Did you read the
never used to
bylaws?
cure
Hey,
bacteria.
here's the deal. Here's the deal. Everybody watching this on YouTube, comment mustard or ketchup, would you please?
Yes,
we
please.
need to know.
Just
No.
Nope. Comment.
Nope.
Ketchup. That's all you need.
Ketchup only.
Yeah.
Oh, I guarantee you, mustard's going to rock the
no.
world.
None of that fancy ketchup either. Just give me some Heinz.
Hunts.
Yeah.
Do you ever look at people
Hunt's,
and be
Heinz,
like,
whatever.
Yeah.
that guy likes mustard? Oh, that's a ketchup guy.
No.
I could see. We should do that with the group.
Well, I look at you two
But
now
here-
and know that
Yeah,
you're
we're
mustard
mustard
guys.
people.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, mustard.
Here's the thing. I don't judge you guys for putting mustard on your dogs. That's fine. I'm judging you for putting mayonnaise on it.
That's fine.
That's a
I
little
do
weird.
too.
I'll
I'll
accept
agree
it.
that would
You'll
would
get
look
judged for
suspicious.
mayonnaise. I'm not going to.
I
judge
dip
you
my
for your
French
mustard.
fries in mayonnaise sometimes
See,
too.
that's an English.
How
thing.
do you
Yeah.
weigh like 142
Yeah,
pounds?
no kidding. You must run. Do you run?
He
I
works
walk
out.
the dogs a lot.
Yeah.
That's
you work
crazy.
out.
I look at mayonnaise and gain
Very
5
high
pounds.
metabolism. My resting heart rate is 100.
What,
Is it-
for real?
No.
I was going to say you're going to die,
Yeah.
Billy.
Pete's somehow going to outlast you.
Probably not.
Okay.
Anywho,
All right.
moving this forward.
17 minutes in.
Yes.
You've made it this far. Thank you.
You're doing
Yes.
good, Miller. Keep us
Great.
corralled.
Yes, I'm nailing it here. All right. So I wanted to start off something positive.
Ooh.
And then, of course, it turned
Wait,
into
hot
a-
dogs wasn't positive?
It was
that
till we
was-
got to
Oh, okay,
mayonnaise.
good.
Yeah,
Okay,
until the
got it.
controversy
Oh, okay. So we're
ketchup
getting to the
mustard.
next thing. Sorry,
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
The next
Okay.
thing. So the next question I'm going to ask you is what aspects of a golf course do you dislike, or what makes you dislike a golf course?
Ones that carry way too many mustards in their food and beverage. It's just if
Stale
I walk
buns,
in,
stale buns
if I
with
walk
mustard on
in
them.
and there's fancy mustard, there's Heinz mustard, and then
Brown
there's
mustard,
some
spicy
sort of
mustard.
Dijon
They
mustard.
have like Grey Poupon.
out.
Yeah.
I'm out. Cancel the tea time. I'm going next door.
Yes.
It may be 13 on the Golf Digest
No.
top 100, but we're out.
Yeah, we're out.
Yeah,
You
we're
have
out.
stale
No.
hot dog buns and you
Okay.
have mustard.
Okay,
all
well,
over
the question was if there's something at a golf course
That you don't
what
like.
that I don't
any
like.
what aspects of a golf course?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know you're going
Oh.
to say the experience if it's a bad experience, but go beyond.
No, I'm trying to really think. Okay, I will say this. Like, we're spoiled at Sycamore Ridge for the fact that they have the club scrub on the golf
yeah.
cart. When I don't think enough golf courses understand the value of some of those amenities and how
That's
much
nice.
that. And I'll say the experience. I'm sorry, but like. I go to golf courses now and they don't have the
Drives
brush
you
so I can.
nuts.
It's infuriating.
Do you know
Because you
where-
walk over there. You're
Yes,
like,
and
"Ah,
oh, never mind.
Do you know that
Yeah.
there is a product called Groove Tube?
I know
Do you
there is.
own-
You've shared it
you
on
can
one of the
use-
last episodes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Groove
Stock-
Tube is
stocking
money.
Yeah.
Christmas is
Continuity.
right
Yes.
around the corner.
And if GrooveTube would like to sponsor this podcast,
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
Oh my God, brought to you by Groove Tube.
No, I think it's just some of the I think that's under, like, even down to the types of coolers. When you got to
Yeah.
go in and you got to get the bag, the limpy
Yeah.
bag,
And it
or they
leaks.
don't have coolers and they just have the plastic bag. Now, I understand there's an expense to these things. I'm not
And they lose
being
them.
overly critical to golf courses that can't afford this, but sometimes it's an inconvenience, and I think paying attention to those little details sum to a much higher quality product. And I think golf
And
courses that do that. And we're very fortunate that the owner here at Sycamore pays attention to a lot of that stuff. I mean, he is adamant that the club scrubbers will be on the
Well,
the
he's a
carts.
golfer, so
God
Yeah.
bless him.
Yeah.
I mean, it is nice. I
Yeah.
am gonna agree. That is nice because I'm a clean club freak.
Now, if we're out on the golf course, like flimsy pins, the ones that can like bend over really, really far with like zero wind and stuff like that.
Want them rigid?
Yeah, I want a nice hardy pin.
Yeah, but those are more fun to throw when you're mad.
But I'm not throwing anything.
Just
Speaking
kidding.
of that,
I'm kidding.
You you had a nice club throw the other day.
Well, that was a joke.
Whoa,
That one was a
stop
joke.
the bus. Okay.
I had one today that was not a joke.
You did?
Mine was strictly for show. I
Yeah.
messed up
Grumpy
a
Gus?
really hard shot and
Okay.
I tossed it because I was like, hey, this is going to be funny.
Yeah.
And then I messed up the next shot and then I was really,
were really mad.
And I had exhausted
Yeah.
my club throw,
Yeah.
so I
Okay.
couldn't do it.
yeah,
you-
he
oh,
was mad.
Yeah. Early with the throw. You threw a club hog?
Yeah, I
Nickname
just,
Hog.
Oh yeah, we should have
Nickname
said
Hog.
that. Yeah, his
Yeah.
nickname was
I-
Hog.
No offense. He's
Yeah,
Two
not a
Gs?
hog.
two G's,
Yeah.
Two Gs.
GG.
Like Jefferson Davis hog.
Yeah.
Hog.
I chunked a chip on 11, and
Gave it a good.
then
good-
I hit a actually good chip afterwards. And I'm
Was it end over end or helicopter?
It was this.
Okay.
Oh, it's
All
just
right, yeah,
low
just-
into the
I'm
side.
done
Not a
with
throw,
you.
Oh,
That's a
Get
Get it
toss.
out of
It's
here.
an I'm done with
It's a
you.
toss.
It's just a
Yeah.
toss.
I'm frustrated. Get out of here. I don't even want to see you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like about golf courses, and
Yeah.
I'm bringing us back.
Well done.
Thank
well
you.
done.
Good job.
Ketchup on hot dogs.
Oops. Wait a
Yeah, I
second.
had to think about it. It is
Good job.
appreciate that. Like Colbert, like you just have to hit driver every hole. There's no. It's vanilla.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Maybe for you it is.
Well, it's
It is for me. Like, I
mean,
don't hit the ball far.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
Colbert Hills is pedal to the metal golf. You
It
gotta
is.
hit everything pure.
But
Yeah.
a short par four, will make a course.
They're short par
Absolutely.
four.
That's why you see him on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw there were
There's
a couple.
no short par fours out there.
Number one at Whistling Straits, and
Yes.
then there was another one that was drivable. It was on the back nine.
So my counterpoint to your point, I guess it's not even really a counterpoint. It's kind of an addendum
A
to it.
sub counterpoint.
Yeah. The thing I dislike on golf courses is a forced carry.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Because
a really good point.
and so
we
and
have
in
a
the
couple out
context of Colbert Hills, it's a situation like I'm thinking hole number 3.
Well,
Oh,
I
absolutely.
knew that's where you were going.
Hole
That's
number
a
3.
stupid
It's
hole.
blind.
No, hole number 4 is the blind.
number
Oh,
four is
that's
blind.
right.
Yeah, it's
But hole
blind.
To a
number,
certain
hole number
extent, yeah.
3,
You got to go right. You got
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
the
All that crap on the
fairway
left.
the fairway goes away from you,
Yeah.
and you can really only hit a 3-wood off the tee.
Not if you're
for
Peter
me.
Hansen.
For me, I'm just
Yeah.
you know.
If you're a
Yeah,
big-
yeah.
It's
Well,
you
it's
can you can hit like a 220-yard tee ball, and then you're left with a 220-yard
It's
approach.
a distance
Yes.
restricted
Pete
tee
doesn't.
shot.
Pete
Yeah.
doesn't have that shot.
Right,
But-
but hole number 4, the
You're
fairway
correct.
runs out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And in a certain way, that's a distance restricted tee shot.
I don't.
And
I just. I.
Is
I
that
do
a bad
not-
design? Do you think they just ran out of room there? Like I don't know how
I
that's
think they
possible.
probably
but
could have done something.
Why is this?
different
Why
with
is it so bad to have a forced carry? It's characteristic of the golf course. though.
Well, it
Well,
depends on where the other
I think
tees
it
are.
limits
Right.
it limits who you can get into the game as well.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, how many people you see
well, I'm thinking of Canyon Farms here in Kansas City. Has a lot of forced carries.
talk about Sycamore 3?
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Some-
that
Two.
is
2.
But they have proper
3.
tee boxes here. I will
Right,
say,
yeah.
like, you can go down to the
that's
wide.
just
You
it.
can.
That's
You
the
go to the white
caveat
tee
to
box
it.
and have 170 yards across.
Right. You can
Where
have a
Colbert,
forced carry, yeah.
Colbert has some vicious, like, if you started golf and you started at Colbert, you're going to be like, tennis sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then, but I feel I know what you're saying there, but I also feel like you're saying that you can't appease everyone.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
But I mean,
You
like, there's
can.
not options.
Yeah.
There's not
But
options.
yeah, you should have to have options.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
if you're hit,
absolutely.
the other thing about Colbert, for anybody who's never played out there, every hole is into the wind. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it is.
It is.
And
yeah.
this is-
Every hole is into the
true.
wind.
Yeah.
And so to force somebody to hit a ball, regardless of the tee box you're on, because the tee boxes don't give you that much relief on
Right.
some of the holes.
They don't.
Not every hole with a forced carry needs to be a 250-yard forced carry,
Yeah.
right? Like hole number 4 is not set up to be a fair hole.
no,
period.
that's a
No.
hard hole.
It is one of the most
Blind
poorly
tee
designed
shot,
holes out there.
and then there's a split fairway.
Yeah.
The other hole that drives me nuts out there is hole number 10. Just
Yes.
the way it's set up with the split fairway.
Because you're going,
Yeah.
you're
Oh,
going
par
through
5
the,
down the
going through
hill.
the
Is
fairway.
that par 5?
Yeah.
Par
Yes,
5.
it is.
Now, if you're
Okay.
hitting
Yeah.
a ball 300 yards, sure, the course is fine. It sets
Mm-hmm.
up fair. But if you're somebody like Pete who says he has to hit driver on
If
every
you're
hole,
not Billy Daniels.
if you're not
Right.
Billy Daniels, right?
Yeah.
If you're somebody
still
like
gotta
me
put the ball in
or
play.
John, right?
Yeah.
And you're
Miller
coming
and I
up to
hit
a
it
hole-
250, 260.
Yeah, and you
It's a
have
tough course.
You're forced to hit a 3. So this is the opposite of a forced carry, but well, yes and no, because some of the forced carries you can actually hit short of out
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're having to put a 3-wood in your hand and then you're left with a 3 hybrid into the green because of how they designed the course, it sucks. It's a stupid layout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's what
agree. I agree with what you're saying, but I think it's also characteristic of the golf course. Go to 7 out here at Sycamore. You don't.
Yeah,
I
it's
Sure.
a distance. I would call those
Yeah.
distance restricted tee shots.
Right.
Where you can't, if you average 250 off the tee, you're kind of hamstrung in a certain situation.
Yeah.
And I think that is kind of weird. Like and it reduces options. Like
Yeah.
I kind of like just if you give me a par 5, give me a 560 par 5 that I can always do driver 3-wood hybrid off the tee.
Yeah.
So you think? I mean, it would have been interesting to have been around when they were digging and designing here.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have no idea how much dirt they moved. I know.
Moved a ton of
I know
dirt
on
here.
one there's the rocks out there, and they're going to
Yeah.
blast them, and that's why that hole looks like that. But you go to 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there is an obvious uphill, downhill,
Yeah.
and a creek there. What do? You do you move enough dirt to cover that in?
Well, if you were to lower the first fairway, it would make it even shorter.
Yeah.
You'd have to
Yeah.
hit an even shorter club off of it. So the way that it's set up, that you're hitting to a raised fairway, you're hitting lower, or you're teeing off lower than the actual fairway
Right.
is actually helps the hole. But I don't mind hitting 3-iron off that tee and then hitting a 3-wood at the green.
Sure. And
But-
that's fine. I think, but it's one hole out of 18.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's going to sound like I'm just completely crapping all over Colbert. It's just an
No,
example. That's
I don't
close
think you
by.
are.
I
You're,
was-
you're using an
it's-
example.
Yeah. And,
It's a good example. though.
Right.
You're
It's-
right.
it's- It limits you, or it forces you to do something you can't do, regardless of which tee box you're playing. And it's frustrating as hell.
Yeah.
The other thing that happens at Colbert, that I think happens at some resort courses, you can hit the middle of the fairway and still not have a fair shot.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can be on a side
Yeah.
hill,
You'll be
downhill.
right in the middle of the fairway, and it's not a flat lie.
I would
And
agree. I would-
That makes me want
the
to.
strangest
That
thing.
makes me want to throw a club.
It's a bulldozer. Just drive a bulldozer straight. You got yourself a
Give
flat
me a flat
fairway.
spot. Yeah.
Well, but that's interesting that you say that. But isn't that Bandon? I mean, we're going to Bandon.
Bandon,
No.
no, not quite.
I
Bandon.
never felt like I had an
No.
unfair lie there.
Really?
They do
Okay.
a good job. I mean,
I'm saying that I've never been there.
No, I
I'm
haven't
just-
either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think trails would probably be the one course where I say that could happen because
Yeah.
it seems like there's way more elevation.
but you would be on a
Got it.
sweeping hill as
Yes.
opposed to mound after mound after mound.
Yeah, I'm not a fan
Yes.
of where you've hit a great shot and you're in a bad side hill lie or something like that. Now
in the middle of the fairway. Yeah.
now maybe to be fair to the architects of the golf course, maybe they designed it that way so you don't
Yeah,
be there. They're saying,
absolutely.
okay, use that carom off that hill or whatnot and get down to this lower part, but.
Yeah.
I think that goes back. I think to me, what I feel like somewhat of what you're saying, Dave, is there's this idea of you have to play the appropriate tees too. Like
Sure,
the golf
absolutely.
course is designed to be a certain way. So if you're not getting to those areas of where you're having fair shots, look at where you're playing from. Is maybe what
So at Colbert, I would have to
Yeah.
play further back. Which
Yeah.
that's not going to work.
No,
I'm not going to play
because
that
now
course
you're
at
in the
7,200
Yeah.
yards.
And I'm
Yeah.
not saying for you specifically.
you're in the
I'm
7,000
just-
yard
No,
range.
I'm not doing that.
Yes.
That's like a 40-ounce ribeye.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I could
sounds
do that
good.
over 7,200
Yeah.
yards.
40-ounce ribeye. I'm 24. I could go for,
Yeah.
but 40.
It's a big
it's a
bite.
bit
We
excessive.
did that at Arcadia Bluffs, and it was
Yeah,
it was hard.
We went
40
back.
ounces.
No.
Oh,
We played
7,200 yards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We beefed it
The
up.
I'm
biggest
still on
ribeye I've
ribeye.
had was, I think, 23 ounces in Alabama.
I've
Oh,
had
at
24.
Bucks?
That was-
Bucks
was that-
Steakhouse?
Yeah, that was.
That was
forgot
money.
about Bucks.
I've had 24.
That needs just to be a weekend golf trip.
a big ribeye.
Alabama?
Bucks doesn't exist anymore.
Alabama's like a week-long golf trip.
Yeah,
Like in November.
and driving back.
Brought to you by Gripping Golf.
Maybe missing a flight.
Yeah,
Bucks
maybe
isn't there
missing a
anymore,
flight.
remember?
Bucks is gone.
Last time
It's
we
now
went
a-
to Florida,
it's now a
it wasn't
Marriott.
there. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Florida Bama Shore. Is that where you
Yeah,
guys were?
We went to Destin. That
Oh,
was-
I've been there.
Yeah.
That would have been 10 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Our
I think
our
Allison
kids
was
were
2. Yeah.
1 and 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because her
Guys
and
are
Ben are
old.
about the same age, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
so
we're-
on the
yes,
on
we
the
are.
what is
Just
it that
like
you don't
just
like,
like in
John?
golf, I'm the
don't
only
like-
person in the 30s.
and this is the thing that I think everybody will stand up for that's listening to this is blind tee shots.
Yes.
Do not give me a blind tee shot.
Yeah.
That is the most ridiculous
Not
thing.
too
If you-
many of
if
them.
you
I think
do,
one is fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't get out of control.
Yeah.
Because Weisskopf gives you some blind shots.
To a certain extent,
There's-
yes. Not the
there's,
ninth at Kinderhook.
Like take Winterstone here in Kansas
think
City.
it's
Way too many.
I played that course once.
Sixth
I don't
hole
remember
at
it at
Just
all.
way too many.
5th or 6th hole at Forest Dunes. kind of goes up, and you just don't know what's over there. And then you get up there, and it's dog
bury
Yeah, how are you supposed to
bury
eat
a
that
rock,
microphone?
Bury a rock in the fairway or something, so I know where to hit it. But I think of the course up in Nebraska we went and played last fall.
Corey,
there's like 4 blind tee shots, and I'm like, what the hell? Like,
and
you
if
drive
you're
up
playing
to
it for the first time.
The ninth hole was just like that. Like, you're just looking up a hill.
Yeah, and I don't want to. I'm not saying crap on these courses. The Colbert is an amazing course. If you're driving through Manhattan, Kansas, please stop and play it.
Yeah, no.
If you're going between Omaha and Lincoln, if you're going to go watch a football game or something, stop by Corey Oaks and play it because it's an amazing course.
I think the fact that we're talking about these courses in such detail and that we can remember them so much is a tribute to how good they really are. Even though Colbert is not one of my favorite golf courses, but I think that we can remember all that detail.
Right.
Well,
clearly the architect is doing something well
I won't
there.
go deep into it, but golf is interesting in how you remember golf holes. James May from Top Gear brought up a topic on that and actually did it about horse racing. But
Can
we
you
will not go
remember?
there.
Can you remember almost all your shots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
on the
weird,
course.
and I can't remember
Yeah.
people's names I met 30 minutes ago.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
it's
could be
the
like, oh yeah,
strangest
that's
thing.
that 8
I'm
iron
like-
that I
I'm
hit
like,
from
what's-
140.
John,
Yeah.
What's up?
30 minutes is a stretch. We're talking
I'm
like 3
what-
minutes.
What's up,
I
blonde
forget
guy?
the name within the second after
but
I
I
shake
can
a hand.
I can tell you.
So John goes to the
exactly-
bathroom more often than he can remember people's names.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was
If
almost
John
a
was
segue into a
president,
bathroom
every
break.
name tags would be permanent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in John's America.
Segue.
But like totally, this blind tee shots. That's the thing. That after the third one, I'm like, come on.
Yeah, it is frustrating.
Really?
I agree with you
Yeah.
100%.
Do you remember when we played Blue Top Ridge?
Yes.
Other than
Oh,
the fact
God.
that you wanted to strangle me for the first time in your life?
That course was
Yeah.
so big.
Oh, the first time.
Because
I wanted to
So
murder
about
you.
the second
you
time.
did.
Okay.
Because I was mad and I hated the course.
The course was
The course
It was
was
not-
big.
It was not fair.
That's where a slot machine was.
Yeah.
What's slot machine?
No. We're not going to go there. It's
Okay,
highly
all
offensive.
right.
But that was
Not
actually That was
appropriate?
actually at Colbert.
Not appropriate.
That was
for the
actually at
podcast.
Colbert.
Oh,
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I
but,
thought it was
but we're not going to go there. We're not going to go
okay.
there.
Anyhow.
So, and please don't ask about it in the comments. I
For
will just delete
anybody,
it.
But do.
that's listening to this, Pete, Dave, and I have known each other for what, 15 years?
It-
And we've
longer
gone
than
on a
that.
lot of golf trips
Longer than
together.
that.
Longer than that,
Yeah,
friend.
Billy's new. He's the
Yeah,
new
we've
guy.
been on a
yeah.
lot.
the new guy
I
that
don't.
puts on
Yeah,
the podcast.
you guys have really done a lot of golf trips, and I am.
We have.
I'm a virgin.
So,
Yeah.
We'll break you in.
Yeah.
yeah. But so
Man,
back to
you guys are
Blue
gonna
Top
pop
Ridge.
my cherry?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
go.
Pop
Blue
the
Top
cherry.
Ridge. Blue Top Ridge. Great golf course.
There was a par 4. It was up the hill, and it had a 250-yard forced carry off
Yep.
the tee into the prevailing wind.
Well, that's just too far.
It's
240.
ridiculous. Yeah.
It was every single one of us put our ball in the stuff. We did not carry the forced carry.
I like that you said stuff.
Yeah.
You really wanted to say something else.
It
there.
was.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
I
We got up
griped
to
about that course the whole time, and by the 12th hole, John just quit talking. I'm like, I need to stop.
It was. Well, they built the course for a tournament.
Yeah.
They wanted.
They did,
They
yeah.
wanted like the
They
Corn
wa-
Ferry to come out, and then of course it's out in the middle of nowhere, Iowa. Nobody's going to come
Nowhere.
out there and play a tournament.
It literally
So
is between Iowa City and Des
Yeah.
Moines.
No,
Yeah.
it's south of Iowa City.
It is 7,500 yards from the tips, and from the tees we played it was 7,000, and it was merciless.
Yeah.
It was merciless. I remember driver 3-wood like 3-iron into a par 5.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
Wow.
no
and it
relief
was
out
flush,
there.
flush.
Yeah.
And they
Up
had-
in Iowa,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it was in a cornfield.
Well, then it flooded.
And then it
Yeah,
flooded.
then it flooded.
Oh,
And now it's been rerouted.
Yeah.
Because it
It's
got
still
flooded.
probably.
It's next to a casino. Pete won $700 the night before, so I don't think he cared.
Yeah.
So the night before?
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it?
Look,
IRS is listening.
Yeah. So Pete
Did you
won
report that?
$700 at the casino. John, the second maddest I've ever seen him after. And this happened
John gets
before.
mad?
Yeah,
Periodically.
It's because we
Okay.
walked in the casino.
About once
We've
a
been
decade.
driving all day, and we pull in, and it's supposed to be all you can eat steak night at the buffet. And
Dirty
they didn't have any steaks.
Dirty bastards.
I mean, you were mad.
Oh my
In
God,
John's
was John
America,
mad.
in John's America, that's
False advertisement.
you're going
Yeah.
on death row for that false
Wow.
advertisement. Yeah.
I've
Oh,
only seen
man.
you mad once. You played one of the last rounds you and I played together. You got
Really?
a little. You left.
I got
some-
flustered.
You
Little
threw some
hot under the
f-bombs
collar?
out there, and
Did
I
I?
don't hear you cuss very
Yeah.
often. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was
just-
a little scared.
If
was
it's just
cussing about
not
no
working,
steak.
Yeah.
If it's just not working, I'll get
Yeah.
grumpy.
Yeah, you said you threw some. You might have like really thrown a club down too, and I hadn't seen. you do
Oh,
that.
no. He
Yeah.
would have never thrown his clubs.
No, I wouldn't break.
Maybe
but
your
I would have.
clubs.
I would have.
Yeah,
I
give me
not
your
his.
5-iron.
I probably thumped the dirt.
Yeah,
I probably thumped the dirt.
yeah, you did something.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
a
oh
dirt
wow,
thump.
I've never seen him do
Yeah.
that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was scared.
Just give the man his all-you-can-eat steak.
Yes,
exactly.
please.
Everything will
Man,
be
I
fine.
totally forgot about Blue Top. That was just a
What
big
type of
course.
steak was it? Like a ribeye or
No,
anything?
I'm
No,
sure it was
wasn't anything
sirloin.
good.
At the
yeah.
point
Okay.
you're driving all day, you just don't
Yeah.
care.
'Cause
Just give
we
me
were-
red meat.
We were
Give me
coming
a-
from Earl's,
Yeah, we were coming from South Bend.
Yeah,
Wow.
and we were 6 hours in.
yeah,
Wanted some steak.
Yeah,
We had steak on our elk. We went and bought some steak, and
wasn't an elk steak, was it?
it was not
Too soon?
Pete.
Is it too
yeah,
soon?
it's too soon. We did not get any elk. We tried.
Aw.
We did not conquer, but we got some trout. We got some nice trout.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
But we had some nice ribeyes, real thin. We cooked them open on an open fire. It was great.
so just
Yeah.
Yeah, it
minutes
was like a minute on each side, and they were perfect.
Like, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. On
Shut
another
this hot
podcast,
fire.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you about the ribeye Pete made me on a golf trip.
Silence of the lambs.
Jackson, Michigan has never
Yeah.
been the same.
It hasn't.
see. Is your friend okay?
He wasn't.
You will be.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to happier topics then. So Golf Digest just released their top 100 golf courses.
Oh yeah.
Oh God,
Billy's going to feel excluded on this one.
Yeah.
We talked about it beforehand.
because I don't golf.
Yeah. So what is the highest ranked course that you've played on the Golf Digest top 100?
No idea.
I'm gonna kick it
Peter.
at John.
Oh, okay.
You guys
I'm
go. I'll
happy,
look at the
I'm happy.
list.
I will say Pacific.
Pacific
Dunes
was
at
like
Bandon's
9
the
or something?
highest is 9 right now. But you know what?
All of them were on there except for Sheep's Ranch.
Yeah, we were before that. We just followed Old Mac's opening, but I would say that the Kansas king of golf courses, Prairie Dunes, is the best I've played on the list.
Oh, I have played that course.
yeah.
I won
Yeah.
my.
Look at you.
You're like 19. Pete
yeah.
and I are 9.
No.
We're 9.
No,
So
but
you're
I
19.
so my senior year of high school, that's where our
Stayed there.
state was there, and
Great.
we won.
Man, talk
And
about-
we won.
You walk
That
up
would be a really cool
I
place.
birdied the
to win.
18th hole.
yes.
To win it all.
Nice.
Not to win it all.
Did you fall? To
I finished 10th.
Because Prairie Dunes is
No,
fair.
no, no. For the team,
Pra-
did you win it all? To burn it.
We destroyed everybody.
Yeah.
We
Prairie
won by like
Dunes-
25 strokes or something like that.
Isn't it fair?
Wow.
It's fair.
It's a great golf course.
It's fair. Like
Yeah,
I played Southern
it's fair.
Hills.
I really
not
don't-
fair. Not fair at all.
Yeah.
Not fair at all. You play it and you're like,
I will
why?
say this about Prairie Dunes. I really don't remember the front 9
Yeah.
very well.
Well,
Like,
there's not much to remember.
There's not a
it's
lot of
pretty-
character
It's
on
a
the front
pretty steady, but it's a good test. Every hole's a good test.
Yeah.
And there's options.
yeah, and then you get to the back 9, and it's like, wow, it's beautiful.
And the one thing that I will say is I played Chambers Bay, and I don't know where that. I don't know why it sits on
They
that
were
list.
they were in like the 20. They're 25.
I don't know why it sits on that list. It's brutal. It's a brutal golf course. I mean,
Is it?
maybe
It's huge.
it's and
So Aaron Hills is on there. You can play that.
Yeah.
I've never played it. Which we should do that and go play Sand Valley as well because I think Sand Valley's on the list
yeah,
as well.
it is. It is.
I was shocked that Torrey didn't make it, but that doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't really. It's a snooze fest.
But Arcadia made it,
Yeah.
and again, Arcadia like
I mean, it's like Miller said. It's on big body water. It's hypnotic. You watch it. You're playing it. And you're like, oh my god, this place is crazy.
Yeah, the first time we played
Play
it,
in July.
John said,
Don't play it April.
Yeah.
don't go
Yeah.
April.
You're right. John says, this is like playing on the surface of the moon.
It is.
It is.
It is. Yes, it is. You're just like, what? Why? What is that?
I still have a picture of it in my basement.
Yeah.
The third hole.
Yep. And I have a picture
The
of you
third
hitting out
hole?
of the bunker on the 8th hole.
Nice.
I thought it was.
Uh-huh.
Isn't their signature the 10th? Like,
No,
Their
their
signature is the 11th
the
hole.
11th hole, and I've got a picture of that on
Yeah.
my wall.
Yeah.
that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Pine Valley is first, which I haven't yet got my.
I mean, I've
invite
made
for
8
Pine
laps,
Valley.
but it's okay. Hell's Half Acres overrated.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I
for
started.
me-
I started looking at the list and like,
Yeah.
man, I'm
The highest rank that I've played is Arcadia Bluffs.
yeah.
And then I think the next highest is Forest Dunes. And then after that,
Forest Dunes is better
Forest
than
Dunes is
Arcadia, by the way.
money.
and then the next one, there's a recurring theme here. The ones that I played are in Michigan.
Yeah. Michigan's a great golf
yeah.
town.
Great
Yeah.
It's like
golf.
Yeah.
that place is crazy with golf.
Yeah. And then
Especially northern
the
part.
third highest is, gosh, what is it that we play at Boyne every time? The one right on the
Oh,
Boyne,
Bay Harbor.
Bay Harbor.
Best
Yeah.
course you'd ever want to bulldoze.
Yeah. Oh, just the inland 9.
Yeah,
Just
because they got the 27 up there.
yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
That layout is amazing.
It doesn't tell you the number of what Prairie is.
The
but
funny
it's
thing
up
is,
there.
the first time that we played,
Yeah,
Bay
you got to
Harbor,
count.
I couldn't tell you a single shot I hit on the Lynx 9, and I don't know if Pete could either. I'm not sure.
Is that when we got?
I'm not sure how we got
We
the
might have
cart.
been imbibed a little bit.
Yes.
Slightly drunk.
Not sure how we got the golf cart back to the cart barn that day, but the second time we played it, I loved the Lynx 9.
But Dave and I both, we knew we just didn't have our A games that day, and we said, you know what, we're going to enjoy a beautiful day
They had-
Because we were with
by Lake Michigan.
we were with your
Earl.
dad,
Yeah,
Pete's dad. So it was the four of us, I think, playing.
it was just the four of us.
Just
No.
four of us.
Yeah.
Okay. So we get to the clubhouse after 9 or 18, or I forget who said it.
because we
but
played the preserve first, right?
Yeah.
We're sitting
Yeah.
there,
We
and
had to play it twice.
I played good. Earl played good, and we're sitting there, and I don't know if we're eating a hot dog. They may have had a great hot dog. I don't remember.
Had to be a hot dog.
I think they had pretty good hot dogs.
I'm sure they did. I mean,
Yeah.
the place is beautiful. And we're sitting there talking, and somebody, Dave or Pete, I forget who says it, that's the best golf course I'd want to bulldoze
I think
in
it was
my
Pete.
entire life.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
I think at that point I was so angry I didn't have words.
Yeah, no
We-
words.
It just didn't matter where we put it that day. Like nothing was going to work.
Yeah.
And so Dave and I made a commitment to drink as much beer as possible in
Yep.
9 holes of golf.
Well, they had
And
Labatt Blue.
Dave doesn't drink.
Back
I
then.
did
He
then.
did back then.
I know. Yeah.
No,
This was 12 years ago.
you don't know old Dave.
They
Oh,
had Labatt Blue,
Oh, they
and
did
on the
have
cans, the Detroit Tigers logo would show if it's cold.
Oh.
So Dave was immediately drawn to it. He's like,
Yeah.
Oh.
And we're doing that.
The last time I overdrank Peace Teas. I don't know who makes them, but it's kind of like an Arnold Palmer.
it's Arizona, isn't it?
Maybe. I don't remember. I drank a lot of those until I got a bellyache from the sugar.
And then did it all come out? Up?
No.
Oh, okay.
For those who have not gone up to Boyne,
Oh,
it
on
is
point.
maybe the best golf deal you'll find in the United States. of
In the
America.
Boyne,
world.
Michigan? Where is
Boyne,
it?
Michigan. So,
All right.
Yeah.
Dave, is it which way? Is it this way with the?
It's in the finger.
It's
the pinky
about
finger.
here. So Petoskey's
Well,
here.
your hand is backwards.
Best place I've
Yeah.
gotten a
Your
cheeseburger is
hand is
Petoskey.
backwards to the.
And
Yeah,
but
so-
hey, you can get
It's-
some
it's
really
up
good
here.
cherry pie.
Yeah,
up there.
they're-
And cheddar too.
Look
It's
at
up
Miller's
here.
hand, everybody.
Yeah.
That's where it's
Yeah.
at.
It's
But
near
it's-
Traverse City.
You get
Right.
5 days of
It's
golf.
north of Traverse City. It's an hour north of
yeah.
Traverse.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I've
it's
driven
awesome.
through it.
5
Yeah.
days of golf, all with hotel,
Breakfast and
breakfast and dinner, $1,100.
Well, now you're just spoiling the next episode.
Oh boy,
Oh
Well,
my gosh.
we gotta
Pete,
throw, like,
Pete, would you?
pebbles
You're off
out
the
there.
it's a
podcast.
segue. It's a segue
Segue,
into what we're
yeah.
going to talk about next.
Yeah.
Right. So
Hot doggos.
so that's the highest ranked course we've all played.
Prairie Dunes is the only one on the list that I've played. I
Pacific.
looked.
Well, you
One is better than
It's about
none.
to change.
in-
One is
you're
better than none.
inside
A year.
Yeah.
10 months.
Yeah.
Band and
It's
trip
gonna be
brought to you by
crazy.
Gripping Golf.
I'll be a golfer by then.
You're a golfer now.
I
Shut
am
your
I?
face.
For now.
Lowest handicap in the group.
Once
That's
we reshaft
true.
the 3 wood,
Actually, I
you're
don't
gonna
know.
be on
What's your
fire.
handicap now, Dave?
3-2.
Oh, I'm a 2.8.
Oh, I'm a 2-1
You are then
I'm
you've
now the new
surpassed
low.
me. You are the
All
new
right.
low.
Look at you
I feel like
sucking.
Sandbagging.
do we have to,
sandbagging.
I know.
I'm vanity
Yeah.
capping.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop it.
was
Yeah.
not aware we had to disclose handicaps.
Yes.
You do
What
not
is
have
yours,
to, you
Pete?
do not have to.
12.6.
12.6. That's pretty good.
We've got a good
Yeah,
spread on
That's
the
pretty
show.
good.
Yeah, you're on
Yeah.
your way. You're on your way
I'm
back.
getting there.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
so,
kidding her.
Yeah. So taking a little bit from that, we've just talked about the highest ranked course we've ever played. Disregard rankings. What is?
Is that the water fountain? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It's like,
happened-
what is
it
that
happened the last
noise? Yeah.
I didn't know what it was at first.
Lots of strange noises.
compressing
Gotta get
for you out in
cold.
public. All right.
Go ahead and take a
So-
sip.
The COVID fountain, right?
Yeah.
So,
We're in trouble.
disregarding rankings.
Okay.
What is the favorite golf course? Your favorite golf course you have ever played?
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna need a second.
No, I got.
good golly.
I have the answer.
I gave
I'm
you guys the
locked
questions
and
before.
ready to
Yeah.
go.
I've had this
My
ready.
favorite golf course that I've ever played
Sycamore
is
Ridge.
no, it is not. But it is up there. No disrespect to Sycamore
Sure.
Ridge.
Oh,
It's
love
one of my
Sycamore
favorite
Ridge.
ones. But one of my favorite golf courses I've ever played is the Channel Shores Golf Course up in Chicago. It's in Evanston, Illinois. It's underneath the L.
Oh really?
Literally, it's so much character, and
No
it's
kidding.
like an executive
So
golf
like you're
course.
like teeing
It's like
off.
playing
Yes,
Mario
the first
golf.
hole. The first hole is literally like the L is.
Really?
We're like, can you please stop for 1 second? I
Yes,
need to hit a
and
shot.
the,
love
and
that.
yes, it's amazing.
cool.
And so then the clubhouse is just like a what are the tough shed? It's like
Yeah.
a tough shed.
Yeah.
You don't go in it. They just like slide the door. Oh, you want to play? Okay, you play.
It's like the starter.
I don't know why I did that accent.
is there-
I had no idea.
It's not Chicago at all.
That's not even Chicago, right?
What?
You want ketchup on your hot dog? You can't play.
They would do that.
They have French mustard in Chicago. Is
Yeah.
that- is that
Oh,
what
the
it-
Portillo's. Portillo's is the legit. Like in Chicago, I will say this: in Chicago, when I lived in Chicago, I did eat mustard on my hot dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like a
because if
normal
you don't,
human.
you go to
You
jail.
get publicly shamed. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
what? No, ketchup doesn't exist here, sir. You
That's
just
why I
have
won't
mustard.
eat pizza or hot dogs in Chicago.
What?
When in Rome.
You're not a deep dish
You
guy?
were?
No, not the way they do it.
Oh God.
All it is is sauce on a bread with a few toppings on it.
No,
It
it's
is kind
good.
of more of a casserole. But that's over a
Giordano's.
whole other
Giordano's is
episode.
the best up there.
It is
Giordano's.
really
Yeah.
good.
But this Channel Shores golf course, it's amazing.
Okay.
It's not
bring us
overly
back.
long. Yeah, sorry. But it's super narrow. It's literally like through a neighborhood.
Okay.
It's like, hey, we built a golf course here, and it's like, oh, maybe we should put houses on it too. And literally like some of them you're teeing over like the corner of someone's house.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. I just loved every
That's cool.
aspect of it. It's just so much character, and just to me, it is the foundation of what can continue to grow the game.
Okay.
Of like you don't have to, and it's just a lot
It
of
doesn't
fun.
have to be a championship course.
No,
Get out
it's
there.
just
and
fun.
hit it.
Yeah.
And it's not even. It's an executive. There's no par fives. It's all par
really?
fours and par threes. And it's just a lot of fun. It has on Google Maps. It's like rated like 4 point something. 4.2.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Put the map view on. Let me look at
Oh yeah. Hold on.
it. You touch your
The
phone.
satellite view.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, look at this. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
literally look at that. There's the L station right there.
That's
I'm
awesome.
telling you.
All right.
It's amazing. Here's the clubhouse.
Oh, snap.
That's the
It is
clubhouse.
under the L.
Yes. And then literally that's the first hole.
Okay, that's cool.
You have to go. Look at this. You have to go across the river. So you play up to here, and
Dude,
then you
For
go
those,
across.
for those following along at home,
Show it
Yeah.
on the GoPro.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll put a map up
Yeah,
on
put
the
a
thing,
doodad.
on the video. But yeah, it's so much fun. Ever since I played it with one of my really good friends up in Chicago, TJ Sullivan, which TJ is a master PGA professional at Golf Tech.
hasn't he been on the show?
Yes, he has. He has been on the
I was
show.
gonna say,
Yeah,
I
he's
could've
he's really good, and he and I played it one time. He showed it to me, and I've just ever since I played it that first time, I've just been like fascinated with
Next
it.
time we're there.
Yes, we'll go do it. It's not like great condition
Who
or anything. It's
cares?
just
It's
fun.
fun.
It's
It's fun.
fun.
Yeah, it doesn't
Good
matter.
golf course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good golf is
It's
good
like
golf.
what's the course down in Lynn Valley?
Oh, Deer Trace.
Deer
Deer
Trace.
Trace. It's
Yeah.
a lot. It's it's similar stuff
golf.
to Deer Trace. It's just fun. Yeah.
Well, I think the question's a little bit loaded because we could sit there like, what's your favorite golf course? And I honestly like.
we're all gonna say Sycamore, but
I think back.
Sycamore's in our top 3.
Forest
Aren't I?
Dunes by far, like I just resonated with me, right? But I think like where some of the places that I've had the most fun playing golf, and Sycamore is definitely up there. But since it is my home course and I get to play it all the time, I really think it's my dad's course. I just love going out there. I don't even play very well.
What's it called?
Yeah, what's it called?
Morris Park.
Yeah.
Morris Park.
Morris Park in
Where's
South
it
Bend,
at?
Indiana.
Oh, South Bend.
Yeah,
Always.
and I don't play well, and
You're next, John.
he's peeing again. I'll
okay.
stretch
I'll go
this
before
out.
John.
You made it
You gotta-
47
I gotcha.
minutes.
I gotcha.
But yeah, it's a par 71. It's
Yeah.
2 par 5s, and their par 4s will test you. They're long, and it's tree line. They're nice and canopy, but like Dave knows, you get in the trees, man. If you don't have a punch shot, it's gonna be a real long
Screwed.
day.
We may have loaded up your dad's food and bev budget.
Yeah, I think we
on that one round I played.
I think we hit that one for him.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
that probably is one of the ones that always brings back the best memories. I mean, I've played nicer courses for sure, but that one.
Yeah, it doesn't have
I
to be the
agree.
nicest
I agree.
course. It's
And
your
that's I
favorite,
think
yeah.
it goes back to part 1 of our of this segment that we've done. Is it's about the experience,
Right.
It's not necessarily the golf course. It's just about the experience that you have. And I think, you talking about what was the course that you were talking about? How it was at Arcadia Bluffs. They told you to speed up.
Speed up, yeah.
That's negative
And it
experience.
ruined the whole back
exactly. What,
We
what do
literally
you
all
talk?
got on the call
What do
that
you
day.
talk
We're not
about when you
getting
think about Arcadia Bluffs? You think about that.
Yeah.
So
I don't. It
Yeah.
bothered them way more than it bothered me.
well, you're
Well,
different.
and actually, I thought that of there's 4 of us, and Doug
Yeah.
was our 4th. Doug
Yeah.
was
He was livid.
pissed,
Yeah.
livid.
You drop
Yeah.
that kind of
It can
scratch
happen.
on a golf.
Yeah.
And
But it was his
Yeah.
first time out there, so it was.
Yeah, it was his
different
first
for
time.
him too.
then,
So.
I don't know if he'd return.
Now Billy's
No.
leaving.
I gotta go.
John's contagious.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't go back anyway.
Yeah.
All right, John, what's
Did
your
you do
favorite?
yours?
What's your favorite course
Okay.
you've ever played?
Favorite, and this is the course that I always think about playing, and I don't know if they still do this. Old Kinderhook, because in November it goes to $40,
So good.
and it is such a good layout.
Tom
It's a
Weiskopf.
resorty course, so it's kind of wide open. You can't miss a lot of shots.
There's some tight stuff on the back.
Yeah, the ninth hole's tough. Ninth hole's tough. Water on the right, trees on the left.
You have you have the par 4, the big one off the tee?
Yeah.
Or off the hill, and then that next par 5.
13, 14.
Yeah. Tight stretch.
Yeah, it is. But that's the course I always think about. It just looks right. It's always in great shape. The greens are always amazing. And, you get out there November 5th, you're paying $40 to play a course that's still kind of got green zoysia fairways that are cut tight. And, yeah, it's just good condition, good layout. And it's like, for us, it's a 2.5-hour drive. So, I mean, you can do it in a day, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So I'd have to say that's probably my favorite. I mean, that's even with all the other courses I've played. So, I mean, I would say Crosswater, but I'm not going to get on a jet and go to Bend every twice a month.
About Crosswater.
Crosswater was amazing.
And when we talk about Crosswater, they had 13 temporary greens.
Yeah, and we had no idea. We were 5 holes in. We're like, where are the temporary greens? They're like, you've played 4. We're like, oh, wow, you have good turf. Yeah.
So can I add a caveat to mine? Because I think one.
You already added one.
We
need
haven't-
to add another
You
one.
can
7
do
caveats.
2
caveats.
asterisk.
No, the Senator in Prattville for RTJ.
Oh, that's a good course.
I think
we
we
got to play it once.
Once because we
Out
got
of 3
rained out
trips.
like every time that we
That's a
got
good
there.
course.
That's a fantastic course.
Next weekend? Leave Friday
No,
afternoon?
we have a.
Oh, that's right.
commitment.
We have the,
For the-
Spring Hill
yeah,
Invitational
Spring Hill-
Tournament.
Yeah.
Which
But I'm free after the weekend.
that
after
next
that.
weekend? All right. Well,
Are you,
We should book
are-
a plane trip
Dave's
and then
not
miss our
playing.
flights.
absolutely.
Dave's not playing. You're playing, Pete?
I'm playing.
John?
I'm there.
Okay,
I'm in the
sweet.
horse race too.
Yeah. I'm
Hell,
in
me
horse
too.
race.
Let's
Yeah.
do a derby, baby.
Are you guys taking
So-
all day Friday off? Andy was trying
I'm doing
to,
a half day.
He was thinking about maybe playing in the morning. I got to get Buttercup tagged, but
Yeah.
I'm doing a
in
half day.
I'm in for a half day. Like I'll be done at 11. So nobody listening to this cares.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
all right.
So I will agree, John. Within a 3-hour radius, Old Kinderhook is one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
They
but,
care.
You guys heard me talk about this golf course a bazillion times, and I've mentioned this guy before. My
Sycamore
old next
Ridge?
door neighbor, of course.
Uncle Todd.
Yeah, my old next door neighbor used to be a large equipment manufacturer representative in the Northeast, and I would fly up there.
Ram
yeah.
Golf.
And I played this course called Hollowbrook Country Club up in
Wow.
New York. It's up near the Hudson River. It is one of the most spectacular golf courses I've ever played.
Really?
It has a couple blind tee shots, but it also gives you like a 90-yard par 3.
Is that the one with the big par 3?
Yeah, there's a 90-yard par
Is that the
3,
same
and there's
one?
a 260-yard par 3
Ooh.
from the tips.
Beefy.
Yeah. And
You have to draw your 5-iron to get it there.
yeah, well, I hit driver 3
Yeah.
times and made par 3 times.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. So it was a long time ago that I played it, but that golf course, the condition of it was impeccable. The best time I played it was in the fall. Like, they're not joking about the leaves in the Northeast in the fall. Playing that golf course in the fall was something unbelievable.
Wow.
And
Spiritual.
It's just a fantastic course. I still think about it to this day. There's another one up there called the
What's
Garrison.
the name of it again?
It's called Hollowbrook Country Club.
Wow.
Wasn't that part of the? Which one was part of the playoffs?
Yeah, you played one of the courses
Yeah,
up
so
there.
that was Ridgewood Country
Okay,
Club.
that's
Yeah, you
Ridgewood.
played
Okay,
Ridgewood,
okay.
yeah.
That's a fun course too. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say it's a bad course because it's not. There's another course up there called Garrison that's right on the mountainside next to the Hudson River. On certain holes, you can see across the
looking it
Hudson and see West Point.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Dude, it's the golf up there is just like from a completely different planet. You have new courses that just look amazing, like Hollowbrook, and then you have courses like it's called the Tuxedo Club, where they had allegedly invented the tuxedo.
Wow.
And that's a Tillinghast course, so you know it's old,
Yeah.
but it's still played like almost 7,000 yards from the chips. And like I said, the golf up there is just otherworldly. It's insane how good the conditions are. And of course, since
Their
these were
growing
his
seasons
accounts,
are favorable.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
good.
these were his accounts. So I was getting on like top of the line golf
Yeah.
courses up there that as a normal schlub, I would never be able to get onto.
But you're not a normal schlub.
Yeah, I'm an abnormal
You,
one,
sir,
I guess.
no schlub.
But
Don't
yeah.
discount yourself.
Anyhow, Hollowbrook Country Club.
You're a
favorite
tremendous
golf
schlub.
course I've ever played.
I remember you coming back from several of those trips, and you would not stop talking about how good those
Dude,
courses
it
were.
was insane.
So
There's
maybe
not a
we need
blade
to
of
do-
grass.
Maybe we need to
out
do
of
a
place.
Northeast trip.
Like
I
it.
hear the Ryder Cups in
What?
Bethpage in
It is.
2025.
a long ways away.
I'm waiting for a phone call from
Whoever
an
it
unnamed
is.
captain. We might get there.
Well, Steve Stricker is a longtime listener of the podcast.
Yeah.
He's
I heard he
hit
was
us
one
up.
of the
Yeah.
the first 10.
he's probably. I think he's.
He probably left festivities.
Yeah.
Coming back.
Yeah. I think he's going to call in to this episode
Yeah.
and talk about the Ryder Cup.
Maybe it'll be Freddie Boom Boom. Maybe he'll be the captain.
Ooh.
He'd be like,
wasn't
you
he already a
guys-
captain?
I think
He's
he
already-
was
oh,
captain.
has he already?
Yeah, he's already been a
Okay.
captain.
Yeah.
No, he might not.
It's got to be Mickelson.
Oh, that'd
Yeah,
be
probably.
awesome. That'd
Yeah,
be
I
awesome.
guess.
At home.
Yeah.
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 The New Yorkers.
Yeah.
He'd go over
At
and go with the
Bethpage?
New Yorkers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
Kill
build
it,
a
the New
statue.
Yorkers.
Like they tear the Statue of Liberty down and build one of Phil.
Just fell jumping 2 inches off the ground.
He got air.
Yeah. Where are we at on time, Billy?
We're an hour in.
55. We're an hour in.
All right.
baby.
I'm going to ask you one last question. We're going to call it good.
All right. Sweet.
Okay.
All right. And this is about our sponsors.
Is it an
Sycamore Ridge.
open-ended question
No.
or is it a
Yes, no.
Yes, no.
It's open-ended.
Okay.
Okay, good.
We'll make it open.
Either way, exactly. Regardless.
Our sponsor, Sycamore Ridge Golf Course. What is it about Sycamore Ridge that you love so much and keeps you coming back?
Oh, so many things. First
didn't-
go ahead.
Seeing this question earlier, now I have to sit here and think. And
Okay,
Oh,
so
I
so
know,
I'll
please,
go.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. For
It's
me,
called a curveball.
yeah, this was a curveball, but it was a great
You're our
curveball.
wild
I'm.
card.
You know what? I'm seeing the laces and I'm looking at it and I'm going, oh, this is a home run.
No, I throw a 12-6. You're not
Okay,
hitting
never
it.
mind. I'm gonna whoop. Yeah, sweep the leg, Johnny. It's gone.
John Johnson doesn't know what that means, by the way.
No idea.
So for Sycamore specifically for me, I think there's a lot of things, but I love bent grass. I'm huge into the bent grass. I love the fairways, I love the tees, love the greens. It's good people out here is another big thing for me. Is you come out here, you feel like you are welcome. You don't walk in and someone gives you a weird look or anything like that, even though there's 4 weird guys in the middle of the foyer recording with microphones in their mouth. Foyer. But I think it's just the course is amazing. It's really, even while between episodes that we were doing part 1, part 2, gentleman walked through here and said this is one of the best courses I've ever played. So that's what keeps me coming back. You know, it's just it's really, you know, Clayton, the staff, Keegan when he's here, Mitch Bowen, even though we give him a hard time.
I don't know about him.
Don't give a shout out to
I don't know
him.
about
Yeah,
Bowen.
I mean, I'm quite, you know, in terms of, you know, anglers, you know,
Yeah.
I'm light years ahead of him. I
Yeah.
don't think he's ever
I've
caught a fish.
seen your
Yeah.
fish
years.
compared to his fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have pictures of your fish.
Yeah, I've never seen.
I've
I've never seen one
seen
of
a
his.
fish
Yeah.
that he's ever
He just
caught.
all talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never shows
Oh.
us any pictures.
I
Yeah,
haven't caught these fish.
yeah. Oh, look at Billy's fish are so small. Well, where's your fish?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Take a picture.
No, it's such a. Again, I know Dave hates me saying this, but the experience here is just. Really
I don't
great.
hate you
He
saying
doesn't
it.
No,
hate
I know
you.
that.
He's
I know,
he's
but
just
it's what I
disturbed
talk
by it.
about.
Yeah.
I
Once
talk
you get
about it a
off that
lot.
topic.
Sorry, I shouldn't say hate, but it's just it's important to me that
Yeah.
from the time you walk in the door till the time you leave the golf course, it's a good experience here, and then. They do, you know, Paul, down to the superintendent, does a phenomenal job of taking care of the course.
He's a magician.
He is a magician to take care of a cool season turf in the transition zone, as John alluded to earlier. It's difficult,
easy.
and when you're taking 200 rounds a day plus, it's hard.
In the
They do a
brutal
great
heat of
job.
July, he keeps it going.
Do a great job. So
Yeah.
I mean, yesterday John alluded to it, the greens were amazing.
Oh, they were so much fun.
It's like putting on glass.
Oh,
So,
it was
really
pool
good.
Tables. Pool
So-
tables.
Distinct 2 9s. I mean, I can go on and on. Cut me off. So.
I'll
You're
jump
cut.
in. I'll jump
Yeah.
in and I'll say what makes this course great is that you can play it from a forward tee and it's
Yeah.
not that hard, or you can play from a back tee and it will keep you sharp.
Oh man.
If you put a good round at Sycamore, you will have played a great round at other courses.
I would
So
love to
that's what I love
see.
about it.
I would love to see a statistic on the score on hole number 1, new number 1
Yeah.
from the blues and the blacks.
Oh,
What is it playing? It's
Well, we're
bogey.
about to find
That's
out
why we
next
play
week.
the whites.
We're about to find out next week.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's what it is. I think a course like this will keep golfers sharp if that's your goal.
keeps them honest.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
you, if you play a different, I've played 2 different courses the week of Labor Day that were not this, and it was like not taking. That sounds ridiculous, taking candy from a baby, but it was not the stress or the the focus that you needed to put a number on.
Yeah.
Here you have to stay on.
Oh, you
your game.
misfire. It's
and you're
it's
done.
a penalty.
You're
Yeah.
doubling the hole.
Yeah.
So like, and we play it back a little farther because we like the challenge. But that's what I love about this course.
Yeah.
Is that it can be fun or it can be challenging.
Peter Pumpkin Eater.
Peter.
I don't even know how to follow that because that's exactly
what
how
it
I
is,
feel.
yeah.
And, but I really go with Billy. Like we've been out here for 15 years,
Pre-recession, like back before
Like
2008.
05.
Yeah.
06.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
we've had memberships from that point.
Yeah.
It's the challenge of the golf course, and we've seen the golf course evolve and change. But I will honestly say the staff that they've always had here, from Alex from the beginning all the way through to Clayton today, that they've grown and they've evolved, and I really like what Clayton is doing with the course and what he's doing with the membership. I'm not trying to give Dave a bigger head than he already has, but
It's huge.
what he's done
The
with
leagues are great.
what he's done with the leagues the last 3 years.
Yeah.
It's for those of us who
Well, and what's coming with the Spring Hill Invitational
Exactly.
Match Play
Right.
next year?
right.
Regional invitation.
Regional.
Sorry, there's an
Yeah,
acronym.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, for those
The
of us,
shrimp.
that's rough.
Man, I can't wait to play in the
you
shrimp.
in on the
Trophy with
shrimp?
the shrimp cocktail in it.
It's gonna be small. Yeah.
It's very small.
Yeah.
For those of us that don't belong to a private club, it kind of feels a little bit like you have
Feels like a private club.
feels like a
It
private
does,
club.
but it doesn't.
It does.
and-
Yeah,
but it
without the
doesn't.
We get
Stodginess.
private club conditions.
Yeah.
And we get. I feel like we're a pretty open group. We have gotten our group to grow to 23 members
Yeah.
to play on the weekends, and we don't really ever shut anybody
That's
out.
that's in 1 year. You know,
Yeah, and
really.
let's think
that's
about
in
it.
1 year.
Yeah.
We got two golfers that are,
Mm-hmm.
high handicaps. You could even throw me in there. I mean, I'm at
Yeah.
12. Like my course handicap's 15. So, but it's let's go.
It's
let's go play.
competitive.
Yeah.
Let's go
Right.
play and let's go have fun. And nobody, that's what I like about it.
Mr. Miller.
For me, it's just the variety. I said it on a previous episode with Clayton. The first 4 holes are one golf course.
Yeah.
The next 5 after that are a totally different course. And the following 9
Different colors.
Totally
completely different. It's like, the front 9, it's target golf. You have to hit a target.
Absolutely.
On the back 9, the greens go double the size.
Yeah.
And you have to focus a little bit differently there, and it's just the variety.
It's when Dave starts dropping birdies everywhere.
This
Sometimes.
guy's deadly with a putter. Sometimes.
He is.
Sometimes.
Swag.
Sometimes. But yeah, so it's the variety of the course. It's the conditions of the course. Again, it's the people.
Yeah.
And the people that you meet along the way, all that kind of sappy stuff. But
Yeah.
I've made a lot of friends out here. I golf with my friends every weekend out here. It's just a great place to hang out. So that's.
I mean, I'll
coming
say
back.
it. It's you guys. It's
Yeah.
you guys.
And we tolerate.
I mean, we
Billy.
appreciate that, but it is. I mean, and we.
I said I wasn't gonna cry, but I
We'll
might
hug
cry.
after this. We'll probably not
some
have
water
a
in my
video.
hand.
Group hug. Group hug.
You guys are the greatest golfers I've ever played with.
But it's a great track. Like you're not going to find a course like this.
You're not.
No.
I mean,
There's nothing like it.
We've played a ton of golf courses. How many courses do you walk away and you go,
Well, how many people do you tell?
yeah,
I play at Sycamore. Like, oh,
yeah, that's true.
that's a great. And you're like,
You must be
can
a good
play out there
golfer.
too. Like
Yeah.
this is
It's public.
yeah,
Yeah.
all you want.
Yeah.
Well, I think the staff is getting ready to wrap up, and they're getting ready to.
They
want
wanna
to
go home.
yeah.
I guess there's
They're-
no 7:00 tee times.
Yeah,
Huh?
and Buttercup
And
does not
apparently
have
not.
very good headlights.
Oh no! So
Get you on the road.
Hog's got to go.
Yeah.
Hog's got to get out of here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all you listeners and watchers, you better subscribe, smash that like button, follow us on Instagram. Twitter,
Comment,
Facebook,
mustard and
comment,
ketchup.
Mustard or
Just
ketchup.
comment,
Ketchup.
please.
Just say
Period.
ketchup. Don't even.
Mustard.
If you start with an M on your comment, do not finish it.
Just keep in mind the people with admin rights to this stuff are the ketchup guys.
Yeah.
That
point.
speaks
Thank you.
volumes.
That is right.
Thank
So we
volumes.
know no
That's
matter
how you
what
have
happens,
to control
Yeah.
the
we're
narrative.
losing.
It's funny. Ketchup won. It's weird.
We have
It's weird how that works. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Peace.